What's up, gamers? What's up, fellow fans of Fallout? Welcome to another episode of Gamers Theory 101. Finally getting around to making this video. So there's a difference between videos like the last video that I uploaded, spontaneous videos that I made spontaneously and then sat around in my phone for an ill minute. Stick around to the end of the video for a special Fallout story. But yeah, the last video, Drunk Battlefield, man. That been sitting on my phone for an ill-ass minute. Months. Fucking... Cause like... I started playing the game and realizing how goofy the way that the enemy was programmed. And, I got as far as I got in that video, drunk as shit, and realized, man, I should make a video. And I was sort of like at the end of my energy level, I guess. So I didn't really get much further that day. And I just haven't really gotten trashed like that and end up playing video games since. But I want to replay the beginning of the game like that, just to put on display, because it was like a build-up of goofiness. Like the whole gulag level, I got through all of that just by stabbing. I didn't shoot anybody. So it was like a build-up of goofiness where it got to the point where I was like, I need to videotape this shit. So go check out that video. It's kind of funny. And eventually, I guess someday I'll crack open a couple of tall cans and a tuple. I'll crack open a couple of tall cans and throw the old Battlefield back in the 360. And restart my playthrough. I don't even remember which fucking Battlefield that was. It was either 3 or Bad Company 2, or I don't even know. So for this video, I'm just gonna run through, we're discussing all of the kind of features, my hopes. Made a video a few videos ago called My Dream Fallout, and I kind of meandered around with, it's sort of introductory. It doesn't really get to the meat and potatoes of it, of what I'm saying with my dream Fallout scenario. So, buckle up, roll one up, get your snacks. I got a lovely little smorgasbord here. And prepare your imagination. Difference between videos like the spontaneous Drunk Battlefield videos that I feel compelled to make as an answer to some form of stupidity, like the Fallout 76 video. Videos that I don't even really want to have to make, like the fucking calling out Angry Joe on the stupid Dragon Age Veilguard crap video. And videos like this that I actually enjoy making is like the main point of my channel. Sort of really deep diving and thinking about potential, all of it, gameplay mechanics, graphics, themes, locations, all that good stuff. So, guess we'll get started. Started with location. I really want to see a Fallout game in New York. And this will tie into all of it. It's not just a random, like, choice of location because, oh, it'll look nice. I'm actually getting prepared here for a big mission. Don't expect too much excitement for the video here. That'll be in the next video. But the special Fallout story that I'll talk about once I've finished my little Fallout sequel thesis will tie into the next video. So get a nice full course meal of Fallout stuff here. So New York. Now why New York? Well, got Fallout New Vegas here, and everybody always makes fun of the fact that it's just a desert. I've got a whole playlist of videos, which, like, the first few of them in the beginning, they're all titled, like, Fallout 3 is better than New Vegas. And I stand by that, because you got the mixture of environments there. Now, that's not the only reason. As you can tell in my videos, go watch my old playlist there of Fallout 3 videos. It's actually like a secondary reason. And I actually, you know, my phone and TV and setup was such garbage at the time that I actually do, and I never got to finish that playthrough either. So I actually do plan on, I might even like delete those videos. Like, also my phone at the time, I had so much screenshots and other stuff saved on my phone that I was like running into these time walls of being like, damn, I can only record a 10-minute video before the camera just like clicks out and shit. So those videos are all over the fucking place with their length, and it's annoying because I would have liked to have just made an hour a piece videos. And that's what I do plan on doing with the special mission, special shit at the end of the video that we'll get to. But yeah, so the oppressive nature of the map in Fallout 3. When you're in the city, feels like you're trapped in there. It's bearing down on you, all the buildings looming. And there's a few moments in it, like when you're coming out of Three Dogs radio station, Galaxy News Radio, and like you're coming down little like knocked over crane or whatever the fuck that is. That has sort of the feel of what I'm gonna get to. But so now the reason for New York with regards to the map choice is a dual one. Not only, you could even say a triple one. I'm going to say a triple one. you have this sort of grid pattern in the map. The grid pattern in the map. The street layout in New York has this grid pattern to it that lends itself very usefully to a big open world map, or at least for it to be a section, a portion of the map in an open world. To realize that whole grid section of New York like that, and then to have, just like in Fallout 3, the city section, and then there's plenty of more openish neighborhood areas and country area. New York isn't all city, right? So, just like in Fallout 3, you'll have that dual nature of having the oppressive city and the open wasteland area, right? Now, the grid is just on the street level. I want what I'm referring to as verticality for the hell of it. And what I mean by that is much more so than leaving Galaxy News Radio and Fallout 3, or different moments in Fallout where you go from building to building. And sort of like, Left 4 Dead style, the way you have guaranteed a few different paths between an area. In The Last of Us, it's kind of difficult, maybe, I don't know. On Next Gen, if you were to expand something like Crysis, if you were to expand the small bits of traversal through broken down skyscrapers to the size that, to the depth of, say, something like the game Crysis, and then expand that to a map the size of the DC area in Fallout 3, and have it be New York. So we're talking, you've got the grid level pattern of the street layout being a grid, and then all these skyscrapers being to a reasonable degree programmed in, each one of them being like a vertical, explorable neighborhood in their own right. And, how these skyscrapers are right next to each other. Some of them are connected with little bridge thingies. Some of them will be fallen over. Some of them you'll have to pass through to get, the whole Last of Us deal in order to get from point A to point B in the city. Very immersive, just great. Now, the third level, what's the third level? We've got the street level, we've got verticality, I want depth. Now, you imagine your map in Fallout 3, the DC area, and then you go down into the tunnels. It's like you have another layer worth of map underneath the map. One layer, though. Maybe a couple areas where it goes deeper, but for the most part, one layer. So now if you imagine it in your head, what I've laid out so far with the map in what I'm describing, imagine like an iceberg. Or even the whole pyramid idea, where the pyramid is the same shape under the sand, it's actually a diamond. So you have all these paths that you can take through the buildings. You have the paths of the ground, and then just as much of a spider web of shit underneath paths. And New York in real life has that underground infrastructure like that. There's massive areas underground in New York, and I don't know how much of that is available in maps. I'm sure a company like Bethesda has the resources to where they could pretty accurately map out the underground systems of New York and even just add to it to make it more gamified a bit. If it, I mean, people used to live down there. There's whole documentaries of like whole towns basically of people existing down there in real life, never mind in an apocalypse. So I'm sure it's pretty spider webby and they don't even need to really add anything. There's probably too much. There's probably so much that, you see what I'm saying? So that would be great. People, it's so crazy down there that people go there to explore it in real fucking life. So yeah, fucking realize that, look up whatever city plans, do whatever 3D scanning or whatever you gotta do, sonar, ping that shit, ground penetrating radar. But realize the underground of New York. So then you have sort of like, here's the flat map and then the city and then underneath it all these interconnected, you got tunnels that hook up into the basement of some building. So now all of that is fine, dandy, and great and whatnot, right? But so let's go a little bit deeper into the rest of it now. So I still want to have the settlement system and all of that. Maybe you dial it back a little bit, less settlements, but you expand the build area, build height especially if it's New York, right? I mean, I was kind of a little disappointed with the build height in Fallout 4. And I don't know, like, well, let's say this is coming out on the PlayStation 6, years from now. We got current Fallout that's already, sort of cemented. Who knows what the next Fallout's gonna turn out to be. But I'm just putting these ideas out there. And it is a fun mental exercise to imagine all of this. So I still want the settlement building. What I'm getting at is I don't know about destructible environments in a game of this scale. If you're going to have skyscrapers like that, yeah, of course it would be fucking epic to blow one up and have it fall over and that alter the way you're going to have to get around the map. But I just don't know if that would be something that you could do, say, 5 years from now. Kind of brings up an issue that I have with the way games are, air quotes, balanced and shit. I was gonna do a video with Skyrim and be like, on the vampire mechanic, like they totally fucked and screwed up the vampire mechanic in that game, to me at least, like looking at the way it plays. But that's gonna be a different video. We'll just for the sake of not overly complicated things, we will ignore the idea of destructible environments for now. But so you've got your Fallout 3 style map of New York with the verticality, flat map, and depth. And now settlement building will, how do I want to like formulate this, because this in and of itself is kind of a story. The way I want this game to open up is you start off in a vault like typical. And I posted, I forget what game it was, and it was in one of Angry Joe's video games. It was a fucking, some kind of space game. And it was pretty funny too, because like, the original posts and some short videos that I made talking about just the vehicle I wanted to have in a future Fallout game, and I said, I have a bad habit of fucking like coming up with ideas and then sitting on them for an ill minute, and then some shit coming out, and me having no thing to point at to be like, yeah, no, I came up with that first. But it's not. I don't know. It's just kind of funny. Like I was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, of course, they would come out with some motherfucking vehicle with the exact same name that I came up with for my vehicle like a year later or some shit. Some space game, and they had some like what is it, the fucking, what the fuck is it called? The moon rover. They had some moon rover looking shit called the Rev 8. So in my version over here, I'm taking the customary smoke break, so. But in my version over here, right? Start off typical setup in the vault. Go through the usual dealio. It'll be real nostalgic. Until you get to the exiting the vault point. And now the vault chamber room will be sort of special. I imagine the kind of like crisp white, like the Fallout 4 vaults. It's going to be kind of like an airlock, and have like a pod in it, connected like an airlock to the outside. And you'll have in that pod this vehicle. And I imagine the vehicle to make it really cool, because the vehicle in itself is going to be like a mini settlement, a mobile mini settlement, customizable. And something like, at least in size, and it's going to be like the big RV that has the joint in between it, like buses in fucking Boston from Jurassic Park. And I want it set up with like a frame, basically, the way the power armor in Fallout 4 is set up, so that the outside of it is panels that are destroyable and upgradable, changeable, customizable. So you can be now the way the driving it'll work. Now let's say it'll be like fast as a horse. You know, I mean, it'll be twice as fast as a dude running in power armor. It won't be some shit where it's gonna, you know, because I know how the Bethesda people are. It's not gonna ruin the pacing of the game. Don't worry. You know, you're not gonna be going so fast that it's gonna ruin the way the expanse of the wasteland feels like an expanse. Like just the sheer distance of places is a trap itself. But so now, my thought is that you drive in the thing, you discover locations, typical shit like that. But if you've already, I don't know, maybe, well, alright. Maybe you don't need to have already been at a spot. I'm adjusting some of this as I think of it. The point is, along the way, for instance, you leave the vault, you're traveling, just like you would Fallout 3, you got the vehicle, you figure out whatever story shit that you need to figure out to have a couple of people already with you in the vehicle, but skeleton crew, right? Maybe 2 or 3 guys. And you come along, instead of setting up this fucking beacon and just attracting settlers, you come across people the way I do, the way I play Fallout 3, where I just come across the escort mission NPCs and then recruit them into the gang, basically fucking give them power armor and weapons, and, you know, for the sake of argument, if there was 10 more escort missions in Fallout 3, I'd have a whole huge fucking gang, basically. It would feel more big. You know, just keep on adding escort missions to Fallout 3 and just don't fucking finish them. And that's basically the way I want to discover settlers. Much more naturally than just the kind of fucking them popping up out of the ether in a damn near unlimited supply. So you're driving along, you discover people like that, you man the vehicle that way. The point I'm getting at is that I want you to be able to assign, say, somebody to drive the vehicle, so that you can be walking around inside of it doing stuff. You have turrets to guard it. You assign a couple of people to operate those, do security. And the point is, and so the panels of it are destructible, right? So you end up, say, bare minimum, like a frame slowly, like the same speed as power armor, so it's pointless, driving along, exposed. Now, the environment I want to be way more radioactive than fucking normal Fallout. It's going to be like Metro. You got to be like in fucking power armor or you're fucked. And you're going, you need gas mask, bare minimum. You want these 3 layers at least. You want to be in the fucking vehicle. And even the vehicle isn't a permanent thing. What you're hunting for is oasis spots out there in the map. The map's all fogged up with a radiation storm. As you explore it, you free up the ability to see what's on the map, and you find these oasis spots. You have a few of them, a handful of them around the map, and those are where you build the settlements. Other than the oasis spots, you have, because it's New York, big buildings and underground infrastructure, different places that are safe enough to go in. So now the point is, I still haven't gotten to one of the thoughts. For some reason, I'm not getting to it. So you're cruising along somewhere. You got one of the settlers driving the fucking thing. You pick a marker on the map somewhere, and you look out the window while you're mixing some jet up, and you got a fucking Deathclaw running next to the side of the vehicle. Yeah, and maybe you didn't have a guy assigned to the gun on that side, or he wasn't assigned. Hey, get on that gun, or you jump off of the laboratory table and climb up the little ladder to the fucking gun. It starts swiping the side of the vehicle. The vehicle can take however many swipes. The REV, the radioactive environment vehicle, is why I call it the REV. Can take so many before the panel breaks, and then you get a hole in the fucking side of the thing, like your power armor in Fallout 4. I've already gathered up most of my supplies. That's why I'm not doing much in this, not getting much out of this, going to stash pots and in preparation for the next mission shit. But yeah, so radiation starts coming into the fucking thing, you can assign a guy, I guess, to repair it. Start repairing while you're still driving. After you kill the fucking guy, right? The Deathclaw. If you can't repair it, you can section off that section of the vehicle. Move everybody into the other sections. Maybe you get maybe the thing starts off like a bus, and then you get the second section as an upgrade, and a third section is like the fully upgraded space age technology. And you have like a pod in the back, basically, that you hold a few suits of power armor in. Hop out the rev in the power armor. If you run out, I don't know, like it's gonna have a fuel source. It can't just go unlimited. It's gonna use fusion cells, but like fusion cells have to not suck. Like, I don't know what kind of, like, because Fallout 4 has tainted me, so my brain's sitting here imagining, like, what the fuck would a fusion cell powered vehicle the size of a bus, like, you'd have like 4 of them and it would get you, I don't know, but you'd figure something out balancing wise, but it wouldn't have an unlimited power supply. You'd have to hunt around for it, fusion cells, to keep the thing fucking going. I guess it would have like a parked mode, like a RV would be pretty cool, like where it folds out and gets bigger and you can turn it into like a temporary settlement. And your goal is to find these oasis spots. Am I dressed up as an NCR? Because they'll kill me. See, are you looking here? See if I got any. I'm just running through my thoughts here and seeing like the overview. Great mod, the Minuteman Rally Cry Flare Gun. All the fucking Minuteman mods suck. They all make the Minutemen super duper overpowered. All the mods that make the Minutemen follow you around. That's the one mod that has an option. There's like 3 levels of power. Power armor Minutemen, leather armor Minutemen, and standard ones. But the point is it makes the Minutemen follow you around like your Grove Street guys in San Andreas. You build up a little posse of them. Build up a whole big-ass army of them if you want. And you should be able to do that. You're the fucking general. But, and if you were to balance it in normal Fallout, outside of it being a mod, I guess what you would do is have the Minutemen be as weak as they are in-game and have them follow you around San Andreas style, and if you manage to keep them alive for a day, when the fucking Minutemen flare gun resets, you can shoot it again and get another. You can't wait a day and fucking make it reset. You gotta like play the game, you know, but yeah, that'd be a way to do it. Like, you could how you probably end up with like what? How many Minutemen? You end up like 12 Minutemen and however many hours of playing. I need more. That's not enough landmines. yeah, I guess that's basically, like, I don't really have any thoughts on, like, story, but these are like the main big, game changer ideas I'd love to see implemented in a new Fallout. At the very fucking least, make it so that we can ride a pack Brahmin, ride a Deathclaw, buy a pack Brahmin to carry my extra shit. Okay, almost forgot. I was about to about to turn the video off. It's a special Fallout story. What's my special Fallout story for y'all? Well, guess I gotta go all the way back to when I first started fucking with Fallout. I don't remember when exactly it was. One day, a young teenage me wandered into GameStop and picked up off the shelf a used copy of Fallout 3 and said, that looks like a pretty cool game. I like the zombie on the back. The ghoul really got me. And I went through the whole vault rigmarole, got out, wandered off to Super Duper Mart, and was immediately killed by a giant rad scorpion. But that was the beginning of years of Fallout enjoyment. And so then later on, I pre-ordered New Vegas, got the platinum chip and all that, comic book and the cards and whatnot, DLC. Eventually, I think the first one I played, and the one I've played the most, is Old World Blues. I don't even know why. Like, you get stuck in there, basically. Like, my last couple of playthroughs, I go straight into the Divide. So, I've done the Divide and Old World Blues. Probably... Like, the way I've been playing Fallout, I'll do like one or two of the DLCs a playthrough. I had a lot of playthroughs in my like late teens that got interrupted, or like one time, like, I don't know, just in my life, like playing Old World Blues. I remember it was around the time BioShock Infinite came out, and I just stopped playing it. Like, I don't know, there's probably been at least 10 or 12, it's in the teens, number of fucking playthroughs I've played of this fucking game. A playthrough I started in like 2020, I think. Got like basically, I don't know, 80% of the way through the game, and didn't end up finishing it. My apartment burnt down. And there's been a few playthroughs where I've just straight up been like, I'm going to play this and that DLC and not touch that DLC. It's 2025. I still haven't played Lonesome Road. The gold bars one. Whichever the fuck one that is. I did Joshua Graham's DLC. I have a video called Doing Caesar Dirty that I have to do, where I'm just gonna kill Caesar in the most disrespectful possible way, and that will be next. Or I might actually save that for after, I don't know. But yeah, I've never done the Lonesome Road. I'm like, am I brain farting the fucking, like, name of it? That's the name, right? The Lonesome Road. In the abandoned boss bunker. Yep. Believe it or not. Playing these games as much as I do, I've actually made it this fucking far, this long. Mo from Trapped in Fallout knows about this. I told him about this an ill minute ago. I've also never finished a playthrough. This is the first playthrough I've finished where I didn't fucking, like, accidentally forget, like, I swear to God, you fucking forget. It tells you in the beginning of the game that there's some kind of surprise at the end of the game if you play the whole thing with survival mode on. And I always forget you can't turn it off. So I'll turn it off and then be like, oh, fuck. Forgot the fucking survival mode thing. And I haven't turned off survival mode once this entire playthrough. Basically, at the end of the game, I've got like a couple of more missions, the final battle at Hoover Dam, and the one fucking DLC. Over here. The abandoned boss bunker. Never played that one before. So, tune in to the next episode. I've been preparing for this moment for a long time. If I'm going to... I've heard rumors about this DLC. Alright, I don't really know anything about it, other than there's a lot of gold bars and you're not supposed to be able to bring them back to the wasteland. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, there's the gold, but it's too heavy. I don't give a fuck how much backtracking I have to do. I'm ready. I'm ready. I need guns, and lots of them, and I'm gonna go get them. You have no idea. So yeah. Here we go. I guess I'll start recording it now because, like, it's not gonna be like the typical video where I gotta, like, concentrate and think about it, you know what I mean? Like what I'm gonna say and all these points and all that kind of shit. Like, it's just gonna be an hour-long video of me playing this DLC for the first time. So yeah. Trying to think of where my Remnant's power armor is. I need that. There was a couple of more things that I gotta do before I'm ready to go. Shit. Where is my Remnant's power armor? Do I have it on me, or what? Alright. Well, I guess for the rest of this video, you'll get to see the final preparations before departing. I need to fix up a couple suits of power armor first. Hopefully this dude is here. Huh. Should've just kept on stashing shit at the fucking... What the fuck? Hey! 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 Hey, motherfucker! Hey! Hey! Hell no! Get the fuck out of here, bitch! The fuck? You asshole, this is not... What the fuck? You son of a bitch! Where's my bottles of dirty water? It's my secret weapon. Radiation poisoning. Dude. What would be the most effective weapon right now? Grenades are the slowest fucking thing in Fallout. Always have been. Where is this guy? Like, how are you being elusive in this little room? Hey, be cool. Be cool. Be cool. I was hoping I had a... Hey! Hey! Stop it. Not nice. I would have laughed. Oh, it's a young one. Get rid of the cactus. Come on, where is this dude? Should have brought fucking Veronica and Rex with me. For fuck's sake. Oh, dude, what the fuck? Shit's annoying. This fucking guy needs to show up. Missing out on major caps, broski. What the fuck? Came here for a repairman, not a fucking Deathclaw. What is this shit? Can't tell if it's fucking daytime or not. That might help a little. I don't know. Bullshit. This is that bullshit. Of course it would do some shit like this on video, you know? When you're just trying to hurry it the fuck along. Fuck are you doing, guy? Well, you just lost out. Hoping that when I fast travel back, he'll fucking spawn in. I've had like days worth of sessions of just like podcasts playing while I fucking micromanage all the shit in the inventory. Doing busy work, shit like this. What I got in here, just a BB gun. Doesn't feel like it takes that long for it to load. Fuck. Motherfucker. Come on, motherfucker. Yes.
What can I do for you?
Get your ass in there. Alright, go, go. But to make some money, money, money. Buddy, buddy, buddy.
What can I do for you?
Alright. I was gonna find my Remnant's power armor. Where the fuck did I put that? I don't think I stashed it in the fucking lockbox at the Remnant's bunker yet. At the abandoned bunker entrance thing yet. I don't think I did that yet. Right, gear. I don't know, but got some guns and ammo to buy. Alright. I will see you in the next video. Peace. Like and subscribe. Don't want to miss this epicness.